Hello, this is Angus.
This is he.
Hi, this is Shelly.
Howdy, Shelly.
Fine.
Good.
Have you been doing a lot of interviews today?
Yeah, they've had me up and down, around, and everywhere.
It sounded like it from what you said earlier. I hope you like doing interviews, do you?
Yeah, they're fun. I love them.
Well, sometimes it could be kind of bad when you got to do a lot of them all at once. I suppose might get tired of getting asked maybe some of the same things sometimes, but I hope I something different. Is it okay if I get started?
If you wish, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, you're in LA, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
You're not playing tonight, are you?
No, this is our interview day.
Okay. Yeah, oh my goodness, doing a lot of them, huh? I don't even know, when did the tour start exactly?
Started off in Vancouver in Canada. That was our first show.
Uh-huh.
And that was, 4 days ago, I think.
Uh-huh. 4 days ago. Then, how long is it supposed to run in America?
I think we're doing about 50 days all told.
Uh-huh.
To that, you know.
Are you going to, go to Europe again? Or?
Well, after this, possibly, you know.
Uh-huh. I know that I was wondering I know that you went to, Europe, I think, wasn't it between the last album?
Yeah, we did. We were there last year at the end of the year, around the same time as we are here now.
Uh-huh. Who's playing with you? Is it Fastway?
Fastway's on tour with us, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. How do you like them?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen them. They were on a tour, I think, but they were on a tour with Iron Maiden earlier. I was just wondering, I thought they were pretty, I liked them a lot. I thought they were good.
No, well, it's good for the kids. If the kids like them, you know.
Right.
That's what it is. It's a rock show.
Yeah. Do you know, I don't know, did they tell you what publication this was for? Do you know?
They said it's for the rocker.
Yeah, which is in Chicago. It'll be out for the show you have in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I think it's in November, the first part of November.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I'll ask you too, though, with this last album, did you have a break at all in between, like, the European tour and then when you went into the studio?
Yeah, we did. We had a break, but it was mainly, well, you couldn't really call it a break because we had to write all, put all the songs together.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a lot of rehearsing.
Uh-huh, you still had things you had to be doing.
Yeah, we spent a few months in Australia writing, and also then we went to the Isle of Man and we were still writing. We rehearsed there and put it all together for the album. Then we went to the Bahamas.
What did you record in the Bahamas?
When did we record?
Where?
At a place called Compass Point.
Yeah, I didn't know if you did it there or not. I thought so.
Yeah.
I had, because a couple other bands, several bands record there. Did you like recording there, or why did you choose to record there?
Well, we had done another album there once. Back in Black, we had done that one album there. You know?
And you liked it there?
Yeah, we liked it very much, and I don't know, it just seemed good at the time, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know, I know that like in the past you've had pretty much a really hectic tour schedule and recording schedule, haven't you?
Yeah.
Did you take more of a break in this one than you have on other ones? I mean, did you have more time this time?
Yeah, we had time, but we tried to keep it fine, you know, tried to work to a schedule.
Uh-huh.
And we also, because we don't like spending a lot of time in studios, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We like to go in there with the flutter, knowing what we're going to do, rather than get in sort of, spend day to day there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We like to get in and go, right, we're in here at 10 o'clock, and we're in here at 4 o'clock, you know.
Spend the minimum time you can in the studio, actually.
Yeah, well, that's it, because the thing is, we always like it to sound fresh and exciting.
Uh-huh. And if it's a long, drawn-out affair.
Yeah, and then, if you're doing a song for a long time, the end of the day can sound pretty tired.
Yeah.
So we try to capture it as early as possible.
You can take the spark out of it, I know, to be in there for too long.
That's right, yeah. You lose that magic.
Yeah. How long did it take you to actually record this one?
This one, it took us about, all in all, about 5 weeks to recording, putting down everything, vocals and everything.
But you said that you had all the material and so forth ready when you went there.
Yeah, we had all the material in there. I mean, we always, when we get in the studio, we change things around a little bit here and there, you know. And, you know, you might, you know, play something and it didn't sound as good as what it did in the rehearsal, so, you know, you might try and find something better to put in that way, you know. There's also, you know, we worked that out with a few arrangements and things, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. The polishing details, sort of.
Yeah, that's it, yeah, you polish it up.
The production, how do you handle that?
How did we handle that?
Does certain people do certain things? You self-produce, don't you?
Yeah, we self-produced this one, yeah.
This one, was that something you deliberately wanted to do?
Yeah, we said, we've been doing it a long time. We've worked with producers a long time, so we decided this time, well, let's try it ourselves, you know. And we knew what we wanted, and that's what we went for. You know?
Yeah, I just wondered because I've noticed like sort of a controversy these days. I mean, especially in some of the interviews I've done over the last year that, you know, about producers having too much input. You know, some people claim that certain producers they think too much artistic input into certain people's albums, and then on the other hand, the other people, they think that it's, you know, it's best to keep, well, certain people think it's best to keep the band's ideas more important than just the producers, and I thought maybe that's why you produced your own things anyway, so to be what you want instead of what somebody else wanted, you know?
Yeah, well, we were fortunate in the fact that we always had a style, you know? And whenever we worked with anyone, everyone sort of worked around us, you know?
Yes, you've had some good producers, and, I mean,
yeah, I mean, we've had guys that we like working with, people who we know are producers, you know? There's a few imitation ones out there, you know?
Yeah. I just wanted to, but this time that you did produce it, does each person contribute certain things?
Yeah, we all contributed, yeah. We all put in what we've learned over the years, what we said, you know, you know, I like that piece, you know. We tried to look at it from an outside view, you know. And it worked fine. When we heard the end result, we were all proud of it, you know.
Was this LP? I know that you try to change a little bit with all of them. I can see. I mean, like you don't make a clone of each album, you know. Don't you think this one's maybe a bit different from any of the others?
Yeah, well, it is in a way because we wanted it to sound a bit raw. And we wanted it to sound very, you know, we said, right, we want a very tough album. And we went out that way to make a tough album, you know.
Yes.
It's the way we've always done things. We've always had that sound, and we've always been very hard with it. But this time we said, right, we want to make it very tough, you know. And this is what we set out to do. And I think we've done it really well, you know.
I like the results. In fact, I went to another concert last night, and I knew that I was going to be doing this today, so I was asking some of the kids what they thought of the new album. I got all kinds of responses. It's pretty good. I think that's good too, though. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it was positive. It was just I got all different kinds of responses.
Yeah.
And
I enjoy it. I think kids see it too, you know, when they hear it and everything. They know, you know, they've got a feeling that this was done by these guys because they wanted it to be done this way, you know.
Excuse me for asking this because I don't really know for sure. Like on your songs, who does the lyrics? Are they collaboration on the lyrics or?
Oh, we collaborate a bit, but it's mainly Brian. Brian Johnson.
Because he sings. That's the best. Most of the time, the singer usually does because they have to sing the lyrics. But
yeah.
There's a consistent sense of humor always, though.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, we don't try to take it all serious, you know. And I mean, when you're doing things like this, ever since we started, you know, people always say, "Oh, these guys sing about, you know, women and cars, and you know, being accused of singing about, you know, black masses and whatever sort of things the thing is, we always, whenever we do things, I mean, we like to have it subtle, you know?
Uh-huh.
We like to have a bit of fun with it.
I think,
Take the seriousness out of it.
right. I think that it seems like in America that people tend to take those things seriously than they do anywhere else, so.
They do, yeah.
Have you noticed that?
You know, I mean, you get guys coming in and saying, you know, oh, if we played you know, you get religious people saying they've had the record played backwards, and these guys are, you know, doing all this.
It gets ridiculous. I can't, they take things so literally, they fail to see the humor. I guess that's just,
yeah, that's it, yeah.
the joke's on them, I guess, you know, because they don't see the humor.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, a lot of people sort of dismiss it too, because if they hear music like that, it tends to frighten them, you know.
Yeah, they shy away from it because they think it's kind of dangerous or something.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a bit like a time bomb in a room, you know.
You're right. I want to know too. Let me see about. I was going to say about as far as the show is concerned. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I've heard that you have a really super stage production. Is that so? Is there anything particularly different, you know, from anything in the past?
Nah, a lot of people have said something. I think one of our road crews being grouping or something.
Yeah. You know.
I don't know. We don't. That's always been secondary to us, that sort of thing.
That's what I would think too, because.
Yeah. The most important thing to us was always as a band, you know.
Mhm. I would think so too. It's like the basic, just.
We used to play with no light show and very little lights, and you know, a very small sound system and the whole thing. You know, when we used to open or support bands in ourselves when we started. You know?
Uh-huh.
And I mean it was the band that was selling it to the audience, you know.
And not just the spectacle.
Yeah, not an effect, not a thing. You know? We've got a few things, but I mean it's just things that we've used in songs, you know.
Mhm. For particular songs.
Well, for those about the rock.
Right. Yeah. I heard that you had a problem once last year because a certain place wouldn't let you use the effects you had or something for that song.
Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't bother. It's the way they do it, though, sometimes. You know, they want to lock people up.
They want to be real rude about it.
Yeah, I mean, they come in and, you know, I mean, they don't have, they can, I mean, they'll say, you guys are not allowed to use this here. You know, fair enough, they're not using it, but they still come there and say, we're going to lock you up, and they make a big fuss. It's like they're deliberately trying to provoke you into saying something or doing something so they can have you in their jail for the night to show, look,
Yeah.
look, mums and dads, your daughters are paying money to see this convict. You know?
Yes, I'm kind of feeling that they do that deliberately.
Yeah, it's a little bit of cheap hype on their part. You know?
Uh-huh.
Because really, I mean, it's a free world.
Yeah, I think, you know, it kind of makes a scene for nothing.
Yeah, that's it. They just make a fuss over, you know, I mean, these people have got to sort of, I suppose they've got to justify their job.
Right, they got to show them they're actually doing something, but they should be doing something.
They're really not wasting your money.
Without giving too much weight. You know, I think if people have asked you about the protection, I think I know here, and this is the Chicago area, and on the radio they've been advertising, you know, the upcoming concert, and they seem to stress that on the commercial or whatever you want to call it, you know?
Yeah, what have they been, what's this? They stress?
Yeah, well, they say, one of the things that they say, and I know I just heard it not too long ago, I had the radio on, that you got this humongous production or something like that. I don't remember the exact wording.
Yeah, it's probably, I think that they just made those, commercials and not sort of thought anything of them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I suppose if they say that, they just say that because there's a lot of equipment, there's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just, you know, they take a lot of stuff on the road.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask about that, though, because I've never actually seen you play it. I'm definitely coming to one in Chicago, because I just haven't, but I had thought that your show would tend to be more just the band and concentrate on that.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what I mean. Obviously, they're advertising the wrong thing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's hard for us to sort of keep an eye on it. Some of these people sort of make their own commercials.
I know, that's...
And they don't, it's like yourself, they might have seen the band or they might have heard it or even, even though it's been there around for a long time.
I'm pretty sure that's done by the promoters in the area.
Yeah, maybe from that, or they've got together with,
The radio station?
yeah, or somebody, you know. A lot of these people don't get a chance themselves to see, so they just sort of sit there and make up something, you know.
Mm-hmm. This is something I didn't think of before, but...
You know, it's the same as the Rolling Stones come through their book there. Come and see the Rolling Stones, and they've got a great ride, you know.
Yeah. I was wondering, how is the album doing right now? Do you know?
The album's doing very well. In, I think here anyhow.
Yeah.
Selling a lot of records.
I don't, you've always pretty much gotten more airplay than some other, like, harder rock bands in America.
Yeah.
Don't you think? I was wondering...
I don't know, really, because I've never really sort of checked into that side of it, you know, because we tour and we play and we only gauge it on what information gets passed on to us, you know. But as far as what I can judge, you know, I don't think we've ever had a great deal amount of airplay. I think it's mainly people ringing up and requesting it, you know.
Yeah.
Because early in our career, I mean, they used to always be kids ringing up and requesting it. It never got played.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always a lot. I mean, there's people now who refuse to play our records.
They've kind of, like in the United States, they've kind of like changed, the programming has kind of shifted over the last year where they do play a lot of harder stuff, you know, but I mean, I can definitely see that, but still, they refuse to play certain people who have really top albums, you know.
Yeah, that's true, you know. I mean, I've seen them bury a lot of good records out there.
Well, it's never, I guess it's probably never really affected you that much because...
No, because when we hit a town, I mean, and the people who come and see us anyhow, they are most of the people who buy our records.
Right. And that's how you, that's the best way, I think, probably to gauge.
Yeah, because you're not depending on a radio or anything else. You're just doing it as you've always done it. You're a band. People like seeing it, hearing it, and they'll, you know, you're not hyping them. We don't believe in hyping them.
Yeah, that has an element of insincerity there, and I can understand that. You know, the fact that, is this the 9th album?
Yeah, this is, well, here, let me see. Well, I think it's actually our 10th. Wait, I'll have to count it myself, because it was some album we never released here.
Yeah, maybe it was an import or something that they didn't release here. I think it might be the 9th American. I kind of tried to look it up, but I'm not totally sure that's accurate, but,
No, this actually is our 10th album.
Oh.
But there was one album, our first album they chopped up, they sort of, and with our second album from America, because we've been together a few years, and they took songs off the first album and songs off the second album, and then they released it, and called it from the first album, put it under that title. I think it was to bring this country into line with what we were doing.
Yes, I had heard that before you had plans of doing a live album, but you postponed that until later. Is that right?
No, we've never...
Is that incorrect? Oh, I must have an incorrect...
we always... we like, you know, I mean, we like doing live work. We like doing studio, too. We like being creative in a studio. And whenever we decide to do things like a live album or something, we always like it to have a good deal of weight, you know. So there's a lot of things we don't like to rip people off, you know.
Right, like.
And I think most people see through a lot of that now, you know. A lot of people sort of just release a live album with their greatest hits, sort of thing.
Yeah, and
I think it can become pretty boring because it just sounds like the record they made before with an audience in there, you know.
Right. Sometimes it almost is too, from what I've heard, but you know, like some of the live albums aren't really that live.
That's right, yeah. I hear the little room.
I've heard insiders to tell me these things as terribly disillusioning, you know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but you also got to look at it this way. I mean, a lot of people say that about any people.
Yes.
I never believe rumors.
I know. I learned that totally because I only believe something if I get it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, that's true because I've seen it myself. You know, people come up whispering in your ear all about somebody else,
Oh,
and they walk
definitely.
over to that person and whispering in their ear all about you.
I know. I see a lot of that. And also, I even notice. I notice, and I've been told by a lot of people that even a lot of the media messes things up and says things that are false. You know.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's where a lot of the rumors originate. You know.
Yeah, you get misquoted, or people just take it into their mind that this is how it is.
I think there's been cases where they totally make up things. I'd be outraged. But
Yeah, true. You know, I've heard them make up a lot of stories.
yeah, I know. I can't understand why because
I think they try to sensationalize it in some cases.
yes,
You know.
I was thinking that must be the motive. But most of the time, what a person actually says is more interesting than something they made up anyway. You know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know, since you've been touring now for what, 10 years?
Yeah.
Do you pretty much like it a lot or what? I mean, do you like it a lot or do you still find things that you don't care about? I know that...
There's a few things you find if you're traveling, you know, every now and again you get a hassle, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you can be waiting around an airport all day waiting for an aeroplane, or you've got to rush somewhere, or, you know, you've got to get out of bed early or something.
Yeah, I just wondered because, well, you've been doing it for a long time, obviously. You know, you've adjusted to it, whatever. I know that some people, no matter how good they are artistically, just haven't been able to adjust to that, you know?
Yeah. You get people, and some people have to stop because of their health. But,
Right.
I mean, if it affects your health, you're better off stopping because, you know, it can damage some people, you know.
Yeah, and I think also it starts damaging your health. It starts messing up your mind, too, sometimes, you know?
Yeah, true. A lot of people get carried away with it, and it becomes like, how do you say it? It's like an injection or something. They need it, you know.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
have to be in front of you know, an audience.
It's like an addiction, you know?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, we see through a lot of it, you know.
Uh-huh. Well, you probably got... I'm sure that's why you've been able to do it for as long.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, we know what's the reality and what's not the reality. You know.
Mm-hmm. Keeping a good, healthy perspective on things.
Yeah, that's it. You know.
Yes, I figured as much because I knew you couldn't possibly, you know, have kept up your pace if you were like let things get blown out of proportion or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
I know that that's a quality that you have to have. What do you do when you're touring? Though, when you're not playing, do you do anything in particular, or you just try to rest?
Well, there's a lot of, if you're doing a heavy tour, you're trying to get a bit of much relaxation as you can out of it, you know. Well,
Yes.
I'm speaking for myself, you know.
I know that you have been said to be kind of hyperactive. I wondered if you had a hard time sitting still, you know.
I mean, that's a big word, hyperactive, you know.
I know. I was quoting that, too. I didn't make that one up.
But,
I-
I'm very energetic when I get on a stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically because I'm pretty lazy the rest of the day.
Well,
I don't do much, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then when I go, I mean, it's like a release.
Yeah. What do you do when you're at home? Are you ever at home? I don't even know. Do you live in England or Australia?
Well, I sort of like move all around all the time, you know.
Uh-huh.
But I've lived in England, I've lived in Australia, I've lived in Europe, you know.
Uh-huh.
You know, I go anywhere, Belgium, I've lived there for a little while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where do you live right now? What's your current residence, so to speak?
Oh, my residence, well,
I mean, do you have a place that you call home, you know?
I don't know. I'm not as such as a place I say I'm going to be here for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I have a house in London, and I've also a house in Holland, and a place in Australia where I can go to. You know.
Yeah. So you pretty much move about even when you're not.
Yeah, I move. Yeah, because there's a lot of things I have. You know, I mean, when you're not on the road, you have to do. You know.
Mhm.
And we're all sort of pretty split up. It's like Cliff, he comes out of Hawaii. Well, he goes there every now and again. Brian, he lives out of England, and my brother, he prefers being in Australia. So, I mean, we all have to commute sometime. We all have to travel and be together a lot sometimes.
Meet somewhere along the road you're all scattered about.
So there's always a place where we'll go to and all be together, you know? Even if we're not on the road, we still have to get together and do bits and stuff.
Right, I can understand that. I just wondered if, I know you don't have probably that much free time. I was just wondering what kind of things you do in your free time, whatever you have. What do you like to do?
Then again, I try to do normal things, you know, do a bit of wallpapering, bit of hanging, bit of hanging people.
The reason why I'm asking this is because for the fact that I'm doing this on the phone, I can't really, you get to know a little bit less about people when you talk to them on the phone and do an interview. I like to do them in person more because I get a better, idea of somebody's personality.
Yeah, you can see their eyes, whether they're lying or not.
Yeah, and you can also see when they're joking, only maybe you didn't know it, or whatever.
That's right, yeah.
But the reason I was doing this one on the phone is because we wanted it on the cover when you came here, prior to.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So if I'm asking, I don't think it's strange that I ask you these questions. It gives me a little bit of insight because I just don't like to have cut and dried,
That's right.
Excuse me, Shelly.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's right.
I'm going to have to go on with something else. I will be back.
Okay.
Would you be able to do that?
Yes, I will.
Maybe last questions that I have to go back to about time.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bye. Okay.
They really hustle you, don't they?
Yeah. Well, that's all right. Perhaps I'll ask you a couple more things.
Okay, then.
And maybe, this will probably be enough for this, and maybe I'll say hi to you in Chicago when you come,
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, that should be an excellent show for you there.
Oh, I hope so.
That's one thing I wanted to ask you. Is there any particular part of the world that you like the best to tour in, what are your best areas?
Favorite? Well, we do well all over the world, We play all over the world, Europe, Britain, Japan, Australia. We've played everywhere, And, and of course here and Canada and all of those places.
Do you find any part of the United States is particularly is a particular favorite or that they're particularly enthusiastic or anything?
You get the places where it's really strong, I mean, that's everywhere. But I I enjoy it. I always like playing.
You like it wherever you are. It sounds like.
Yeah, 10 people are, thousands, or I just enjoy that. Anyhow, I enjoy doing that. And that's the big reward. Everything else is sort of like it's like waiting to do that. Getting in time to do that. But that's what I enjoy doing best, when you get up, because that's where you've got to prove it.
That's the ultimate reward.
Yeah, that's it,
That's what you were saying, I think.
That's where you have the most fun.
I would definitely think so. That's probably what the main thing of touring is all about. I would think that's even more important than just album sales, is people's response, too.
That's it, yeah. People don't like you, something wrong.
Yeah, right. But sometimes that happens like that.
It does, yeah. It can be that way. People don't live up to their records.
Well, I've seen a lot of albums that sell really, bands that have sold really big albums that sales are tremendous, and then the concert would not even be, half full because they're not a live band,
Yeah.
They're recording band as opposed to that. I'll just ask you this question because I know there's not much time. What are your long-range plans? Do you have any? Do you plan to continue indefinitely, like with a similar schedule, like what you've been doing in the past?
Well, hopefully we can do it, and as long as it's fun and exciting, we'll do it as long as we can, But we never sort of think too far. As far as that, we plan, we're going to tour Europe. We try and plan a few months ahead, But we don't try to do any real long-range plan.
there's always...
But we always, I mean, we've always enjoyed, I think, when we do anything anyhow, getting there, getting on the road, this is, and all of that. As far as a long range, we never sort of go too far with it, We just plan a few months ahead, and basically from that we live day to day.
Because you never know.
That's right, you never know,
Just one final question. I really wanted to ask you this. Do you find it still as challenging as it was like when you first started? Honestly, do you find that the rewards are just as much, or is it still being in the business and so forth and being successful? Do you find that the challenge is still there as much as it was? Always.
Yeah, well, it's there. Yeah, the challenge is always there for a band like us. Because we're one of the few bands that, we've always said we'll never rest on our laurels. We'll never rest on what we've done before. And that's what we do when we get on a stage. We don't try it. Again, every time that we've ever gone on a stage, we always go out to do it again. We're always out to prove that we can do it as well as when we first started. And we've never been like that. I mean, if we played bad, we would be the ones most hurt, because we would be the ones feeling it more than what the audience,
Yes.
That's how it is with us. We're very,
You have to please yourself.
yeah, and we have very high standards. So we have a lot to live up to in ourselves, and that's what keeps us going when we get on that stage.
Yes, and I think that's why your success has not been short-lived.
That's true. I hope it is anyhow.
It already is, pretty much.
Well, it's like I say. I hope people come to see us because they want to see AGB. They want to see us play, and they know that they're going to get a good show from us. And that's what and then they're coming there from their heart, and they're coming not to see a band that they said, gee, that was... I'd rather them to come to be able to say, let's see them do it again. And that's what we do, we go out with that in our head. We don't go out and go, here I am, and you've got to clap,
Yeah, I know what you mean. That is excellent. I don't want to keep you any longer because I know that you gotta go do another interview, maybe?
Yeah, I have. They've been shuffling me around here.
Boy, you won't be able to talk for a week after this is over.
True.
Well, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, Shelly.
Yeah, and I'll look forward to, if I see you, I will say hi, okay?
Okay, then.
Introduce
I'll
myself?
see you in Chicago.
Right, and I'll give you a copy of this.
Okay, then. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.